Hi Pisces, this is Yondra from Truth Change to Row, and I'm here to do your reading. Happy New Year! So let's get started with your overall message. So your overall message is faith. I'm going to read what it says from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. So, what frightens you is something much smaller than you know. What frightens you is something much smaller than you know. If you're experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. I have a tremendous amount of personal magnetism, and I have a tremendous amount of personal magnetism. Am I willing to allow myself to shine? Key ideas are narrow focus, miracles all around, not following wise counsel, not accepting your gifts, using energy in a self-defeating way. So, your clarifying messages here are water and bond. Bond came out twice. So I think it has a lot to do with not maybe a specific relationship, but the way you're engaging with people. That is almost like feels like you're bound instead of bonded. It feels like you're unable to break a connection, and it's really asking you to have the trust in yourself, really, that you're able to redirect this energy you're using in a sort of self-defeating way by focusing on being bound instead of like interdependently bonded with somebody. Because bond is like energy that's coming together. It's like you can see here. It's like 2-3 circles that is contributing to this acorn here. And bound is like as if you're kind of like, I'm just imagining someone sitting in the chair and you're just being tied around by rope, And with your energy here, it does have a lot to do with you being very mutable, you being really flexible. That's a part of kind of why you're kind of stuck in this situation or feel stuck in this situation, because you have put your faith in another person as opposed to like, your own energy, like your own, like it says, greatness and magnetism. And this holding on to this will just make things difficult and force you to lose faith in the sense of losing hope in your ability to manifest what you can and need and want. So let's get to your love reading. So you have the singles here. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So the environment is not sustainable for a new beginning. I think it's with somebody, a Leo. The Strength card. The environment is not sustainable with connection, perhaps with a Leo, or the environment is not sustainable or the energy is not sustainable because this self-love, this courage, this internal faith, like I just said, is not present in how you engage, leading you to, I'm just imagining it's just like you're tongue-tied. You're tongue-tied. You're not able to communicate what you want, especially around, you have the World twice here later in your reading, but I already sensed in the other part of your reading it had to do with a relationship. So you're not able to communicate what you want in this like communicate, I think, really to potential partners, but also to the universe or to yourself around what it takes for you to get to a place of self-care, to get to your element here, to be able to be open to this connection, this possible connection with a fire or earth energy, or both could be in this person's chart. Because there's a huge possibility of a new cycle to happen, but the intentions, you haven't set your intention in a way that's really fruitful. So I was asking you to go back, communicate what that looks like for you. One more card, no, but I suppose communicate what that looks for you. Be really decisive in that communication and clear. Because if you're just like, oh, I just want someone who's nice, no, It's like, for me, I'm just like, oh, I want someone who checks in with me. I want someone who communicates when they're frustrated. It's like those sort of things is what you need to either write down, say out loud, just recognize that you deserve so that it can manifest. So then you have the couples here. You have the Seven of Wands in reverse and the King of Cups first. Someone is playing hard to get. This is the message I saw. Someone's playing hard to get. How that manifests in the couple is really difficult for me to understand. Maybe it's just like one of your partner's kind of being elusive, or you yourself you're being elusive. You're not being totally direct or straightforward. Like you're kind of tiptoeing, or you're like, yeah, you're tiptoeing. You just don't want to like kind of rock the boat, which is you're just like not standing up for yourself. Like I'm just getting really frustrated because I'm getting the energy. It's making you really frustrated. It's making you upset. It's making you feel powerless. You know, your power is gone. Your ability to stand up for yourself is gone. As a result, this energy, you being in your full element, is gone, and it feels like you have to stoop to like emotional manipulation, or your partner has to stoop to emotional manipulation to get the things that you want. This is waiting for you. This is what you want. This is what you need, is this total emotional fulfillment, a connection with your community, your partner, whoever. You can see here, you know, this couple here, they're just, you can see here. Anyways, there's this couple here, just hanging on this tree, hanging out, enjoying the fruits of their labor, fruits of their work. But right now, that's not where you are at, because all this energy is present. All this, let me pull another card. You have the Hierophant. All these just not being, connected to this faith card, because the Hierophant has to do with faith. It has to do with religion. It has to do with your overall rules and structures that guide you to a larger sense of self. And with the faith card, I want to say again, it's just like miracles all around. Your greatness awaits. If you're experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Using your energy in a self-defeating way. So right now, it's just like this energy is driven to the ground. You feeling this passion, this excitement. It's just not. It's just. Again, I'm feeling tongue-tied. I'm feeling frustrated because it's just like this energy. This is what you want and what could be, you know. But right now, this is the energy that's totally present. It's feeling bound. So you're trying to find different ways to like make it happen, but it's happening almost like underground. But a relationship is not about things happening underground, people playing hard to get, people tiptoeing or whatever. That's not healthy. That's not what is going to get you to that cups energy, which is really your energy of water. So yeah, that's direct. So let's get to your the career, work, passion. So you have the Father of Wands reverse, the Daughter of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm kind of getting the Father of Wands as a person. So maybe this person in your environment, your work environment, your community, that's doing the most. Like this fire energies, Aries, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. That's kind of doing the most. They're just like, let me see what they're saying though. The Hermit. Let's see why I say 9 of something. So it's like, I'm like making faces. I'm just like, it's just, there's so much stagnated energy here. It's like there's so much potential and you see it and you feel it, but it's like being directed and drained and taken away from the wrong energy, from the wrong people. It's like this introspection is being blocked by this energy. It's like you're trying to get there, but you can't. Probably because this person is not being introspective. They're not looking into themselves. They're not taking time to be in solitude to figure out what their goals are. But they're just, you know, still kind of talking out their ass regardless. They're just like, well, I think this is how it needs to be. I think this is how it needs to be moving forward. I need love. Yeah. The Son of Wands. They're just kind of pulling the cart. But it's like everything is falling out of the cart. All the projects, all the resources, all the people, they're just like jumping out that cart. Because it's just like, this fire energy is just too much. And, one more card, no. But you're going to get to this Wheel of Fortune energy. The The tide is going to change. Maybe it has to do with communicating with this person. Maybe it has to, I mean, I just keep going back to the faith part, but yeah, it's what frightens you is something much smaller than you know. So maybe this person feels larger than life right now because they're doing the most. But really, what they need is they're talking to be like, hey, you need to slow the fuck down. Like, you're making all this energy, you know, you're talking all this shit, you're doing the most here. It's too much. Way too much. I mean, either you or your colleagues or whatever, community members, but someone needs to talk to this person, you know. Trying to figure, and maybe you need to spend time to figure out how to engage with that person. Maybe it doesn't have to do with talking to that person, just figure out a different way to navigate them, you know, so you can, you know, see this, you can have faith again, you can have hope again, you can know that the cycle's going to change, that things are going to move forward, because if you're just, you know, so wrapped up in somebody else's process, you're not be able to know, like, you're not be able to embody this energy in a positive way. Like, this is positive energy. It is the sun, the daughter and the sun. It is this potential. It is this movement towards this Wheel of Fortune energy, towards these changes. But right now, disengagement is what you need to tackle. All right, let's get to the higher purpose. So you have the Soulmate, the World card again, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune again. So what you are trying to do is to start this new cycle, this new beginning. You're trying to end a cycle. You're trying to end a way of engaging with people in a way that does not serve you. You're trying to release people who do not work for you. You're trying to move on, but you're stuck. I'm like, why are you stuck? I'm gonna pull another card here because I think there's a reason why you're stuck. There's something throughout Temperance, because you're not balanced. You're not one with yourself. It's just like I'm seeing like a hamster in a wheel. You're just like moving forward, but you're moving, but you're not going anywhere, because it's just like, well, where are you trying to go though? Have you really thought about where you're trying to go? Like, have you thought about what you want? Have you thought about what could be possible? Probably not. Like, I mean, probably you have, but it's like you can't. It's like you're having a hard time seeing the possibility. Like, what am I trying to say? You're having a hard time recognizing that you have so much at your disposal, so much energy at your disposal, so much power at your disposal, so much love. That's one of the things I heard. Love. You have love available to you. You are lovable. Because this is like the Lover's card here. You are lovable. Love is not scarce. Love is not. Love is abundant. Love is within yourself. Love is from other people. Love looks a certain way. It does not look like control. It does not look like being completely merged with somebody to the point where you lose yourself. Not having to be flexible and to walk on eggshells. It's about this. Having faith. Having trust in each other. You know, that's what it really is. And once you get into a place where you recognize that, recognize what you want, recognize what you need, this Wheel of Fortune energy is going to be present in your life. These new cycles are going to happen. This luck, this faith. I mean, this luck. This, what seems like luck, but is actually the work that you've already put in, you know, in the last kind of door that needs to be open. That's just what it is. You have one more door. Alright. So let's get to your advice. So you have, instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. Pretty straightforward. I don't have to explain that. I shed habits that hinder truth, and I release and renew. Those are very direct. I'm going to read them again. Instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. I shed habits that hinder truth. I release, renew. I release, I renew, I release. All right. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. If you'd like a personal reading from me, that's your reading. If you'd like a personal reading from me, email, go to my website, truthischangedtarot.tumblr.com. It's in the description below here. Or it's like a little icon, I believe. The Tumblr icon. Anyways, yeah, if you like a personal reading, go to the website to book it. And also on the website I have my full moon and new moon readings that I do every month. Also, that's on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. And yeah, thanks for watching. Blessings.